Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got for you another tier list. This time I'm going to rank the MCU movies. Um, in my own opinion, your opinions might be different, so please let me know down below what you would have changed or where you would have ranked them. I'll leave a link to the tier list in my bio for you to go give it a go. Okay, so we're starting off with Hulk. I've tried to put these in order of the characters or movies. Um, so yeah, starting off with Hulk, the original Hulk, before Bruce Banner. Not before Bruce Banner, sorry, before Mark Ruffalo. He's always been Bruce Banner. Um, it was a good movie. Abomination is the villain. It wasn't. It wasn't top tier. It's watchable, but it's not something I go back and watch. So I'm gonna put in B tier because it's very average actually. And the first Ant-Man. Okay, I really like Ant-Man because I really like Paul Rudd. Um, it was a change, really. I think more humorous. Um, I like it. I'm gonna give it an A for the first one, and then the second one, Batman and the Wasp. Batman, fuck me, Ant-Man. Jesus, can't talk today. Um, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm gonna put that in a B tier. It introduced us to the quantum realm. Um, yeah, it is good. It's definitely setting it up for the next phase for sure with the quantum realm and what Loki's just done and all of that. I won't spoil anything just in case people haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it's definitely setting things up. So Ant-Man I'm gonna put in a B. It was okay. It's definitely above Hulk, but it's just a setup movie. In my opinion, it wasn't amazing. It was just setting things up. Okay, and then we've got the first Iron Man. First Iron Man was good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I haven't watched it in so long, and obviously it was like setting up of the Avengers. But I'm gonna put it in an A tier above Ant-Man, based on what I can remember. It was the Seven Rings. Turned out not to really be the Seven Rings. It was just impersonating him. It's the first time he built his suit. Yeah, it started the whole franchise really. So yeah, for sure, I'm gonna put it in an A tier. And then we've got Iron Man 2, which again I can't remember much of. Is that with the electric dude? I can't remember his name. I'm gonna put in C because I can't remember much about it. And then Iron Man 3. Yeah, it was an alright movie. It's the one where he battles the Mandarin. Um, not the fruit. It's just not, in my opinion, very rewatchable. It was a good movie, but it's not something I go back to or see myself going back to, and give it a C tier as well. Um, okay, next we have Black Panther. Good movie for sure. Done bits at the box office. Um, Villain was great as well because you can kind of see where he's coming from. You understand he's not really much of a villain. Yeah, Killmonger. Yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's not one I go back to loads, and it's a shame, obviously, what's happened. We'll see where they take the Black Panther. In the next coming MCU movies, if it's Shuri or if it's someone else, we'll see. But it is a good movie. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Okay, now we're going on to some bangers. Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I can rewatch it so much. Drax is hilarious in all of them. Rocket. Yeah, first one obviously is setting up the Guardians of the Galaxy. The prison scene's hilarious. Quill stealing the leg of that guy, just because Rocket says so, is class. I think both Guardians, I'm just gonna put them both there already at S tier movies. Second one as well, very good, very well done with Ego. And yeah, giving us a bit more backstory to Quill, setting up obviously again with the Infinity Stones and the um Guardians. Is it the Guard? No, the ancient ones. I can't remember their names. Um, but yeah, great movie. Both of them. Top tier. Okay, the four movies. The first one, it's alright. It's okay. I'm just gonna speed through the four ones because number one, average at best. I'm not the biggest fan. And Dark World's the one with the ether, I believe. With the Reality Stone, that one's a bit better. Setting up the whole Thor Loki thing, and then Thor Ragnarok, S tier. Love that movie, hilarious. Hulk and Thor's dynamic throughout of it, and then obviously end credit scene, not introduction to Thanos, but and Infinity War setup. Thanos is here, type of thing. And obviously it leaves on a great note of Thor now being king, Loki and him, good relationship, which all comes crashing down. Next one. Okay, Captain America. First was great. Introduced to the Tesseract, Red Skull, Bucky. Yeah, I think it's a great movie. I like Captain America, the first Avenger, for sure. Okay, and then Captain America Winter Soldier. That one's obviously Bucky. He gets word that Bucky's back. He's causing up a ruckus. It's Zemo we're introduced to. Yes, it's a good movie. Again, I think that's yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. Winter Soldier's better than the first Avenger, 100%. But I'm not gonna put Winter Soldier in S tier. I can't. We'll put it there. We'll see what happens. Civil War, I think, is a great movie. Yeah, the whole Tony Stark finding out that Bucky killed his parents. Blah blah blah. Fight between both sides. Introduction to SpiderMan. In the MCU, of course. So as an A tier as well, I would say Civil War is my favorite out of them. Let's move these up. That's more like it. Okay, I think we've got our first D tier. Unfortunately, I wasn't a fan of Captain Marvel. It was okay, but they've made her out to be this like massive, powerful being. I get it. Like in Avengers Endgame, she said like there's a lot of other worlds, and she wasn't here for like every other thing that's happened in all the other movies and stuff like that. So I hope that number two gives us a bit more backstory to that, and we see more of her being a powerful character. It was okay, and it was a good introductory movie, but there just wasn't much. There was no big fight scene. She got her powers, and then she's just super powerful, and yeah, there just wasn't a lot of action. I get it, this is a setup movie, but yeah, for me, it didn't hit the mark. Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange, but again, with like Captain Marvel, there's no massive action scene. Obviously, there's the fight against the Darkhold um guy. I can't remember his name. Not Dormammu, but the other main protagonist. The protagonist, evil dude. Um. Anyway, yeah, but it's good introduction to Ancient One, to the magic. Um. Wong, he's hilarious. Time Stone introduction. Yeah, you learn more about the Infinity Stone. You learn more about kind of about the quantum realm when he goes through all the dimensions, the mirror dimension and stuff like that. I do watch it. I do enjoy it. I rewatch it for sure. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I think Doctor Strange has got a lot more potential than a lot of the other movies. Maybe. Yeah, I like it. And Benedict Cumberbatch is a great actor, so for sure. Okay, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's probably my favorite superhero. Always has been. Yeah, I loved Spider-Man. The games are sick. Everything about it is sick. Yeah, I used to have little shitty web shooters when I was a kid that did fuck all, but they were fun. And then Homecoming. Okay, Homecoming is it's alright. Introduction. Obviously, he has his shit suit. Then he has his good suit. Then yeah. Homecoming's with Falcon. We got Shocker. It's a great movie actually. Shit, yeah, introduces us to a lot of the Spider-Man villains. Yeah, STL. STL was debating then against A and S, but I think it's an S tier for me. And then Far From Home, I think, is also an S tier, especially because just the acting. Jake Gyllenhaal, class in it, very good villain. And you don't see where it's going. Or I didn't anyway. Obviously, in the comics, Mysterio is a baddie. He's evil, but the way they done it was so good that you couldn't tell until the twist that Mysterio was a villain. And the little Easter eggs here and there where like he was in the background of scenes, but you never noticed him, and he was just always kind of there. Obviously, after Endgame, with the death of Iron Man, it hits on that, and Tom Holland's acting's class in it for sure. I think Homecoming, not sorry, Homecoming, Far From Home is a great movie, and I can't wait for No Way Home. I think it's called. Yeah, need to drop the trailer for that ASAP. But yeah, I'm very keen for that in December. Okay, now we're moving on to the Avengers, all of them now. Avengers 1, the start of the team, Loki's invasion, the invasion of New York. It's a great movie. I think that it's not the introduction to Thanos. I think he was in the cutscene prior to that, but he gives Loki the scepter to go and infiltrate Earth. And yeah, I just think it's a great movie. I'm gonna give it a top A tier. I don't think it is top tier because I think other movies on this, the other Avengers movies, definitely are. But yeah, great movie. Then Age of Ultron, where we're introduced to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, which is kind of the introduction to mutants, even though weren't called, they were called enhanced because of the rights and stuff with Fox. But yeah, I think they're going in the way of now they will be mutants. But for sure, I think it's a great movie. Ultron is a good villain as well. And it's quite like it's the setup, isn't it, to Civil War with that they've killed so many people because of the Sokovia. Yeah, I think again A tier. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I don't think it gets up there. And then Infinity War and Endgame. Now, Infinity War is class because you don't expect it. Obviously, going into these movies with superhero movies and things like that, you think like the good guy's always gonna win. There's no way that the bad guy wins at the end of the movie. But having Thanos leave it on a note where half of all the main characters, half of the cast are dead, and there's no real way of like getting them back. Obviously, I know in the comics and stuff it touches on all these, but just from the movie standpoint, I think that's a great way to leave it, and what they did with it was so good. And trailers misleading and stuff, like Hulk not actually being Hulk. Bruce is struggling with that identity at that time. So yeah, I think it's a definite S tier movie because it. Well, just look at the box office. It fucking smashed records. So for sure, Infinity War is top tier, and then the latest Endgame. Not the end to Phase 4 because Black Widow, but nearly. Obviously this is an end of an era type movie. No more Iron Man, no more Captain America, no more Black Widow. 3 of the main 6, poof, gone. Really good movie. Seeing it in the cinema was an experience. Cap lifting Mjolnir and Stormbreaker and things like that. Just unbelievable. Even within the first 20 minutes, Thor chopping off fucking Thanos' head is just great. And then, like, Gamora, obviously Gamora went in Infinity War, but then Gamora coming back from the 2014 Gamora, kicking Quill in the nuts, things like that. I think it was a great movie. Rewatch that all the time. I would rewatch that all the time, especially all these S tier movies. I would rewatch constantly. You know what? Civil War as well. I'm gonna put that up there because I do rewatch Civil War. Yeah, I think I've done alright there. I haven't sorted the top ones. I'm just gonna leave them because I don't think I can decide on that. Not really in order. Yeah, they're not really in order. Fuck it, we'll leave that. I feel a bit bad putting Captain Marvel on our own down there, but it's the only one I can justify, I think, as a D because it's the least one I enjoyed watching. I think she was so much better in Endgame, and that showed off like more of her personality, more of her powers, coming into Endgame. So I want to see more of that. Really, it'd be good to see where the MCU's going. Now in Phase 4, I'm excited to see that, especially since WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Loki. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think Scarlet Witch. I mean, WandaVision was an unreal TV show. If you haven't seen that, yeah, I would get on that, especially as well as Loki. Falcon Winter Soldier is also good, but Loki and WandaVision, they're top tier TV shows that obviously connect to the MCU as a whole, so get on that. But yeah, let me know if you would have changed things or where you think I got things wrong. Let me know in the comments, and if you're new around here, please drop a like, drop a subscribe, all of that, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.